Okay, we are live. Let's see here. Yoshi, thank you for joining us today.
No, thank you for having me. Great. How are you?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. I've I've heard I've seen you around the Telegram, and I've heard you talked about,
Oh
uh,
my God.
and I've seen you in different videos, but I don't know you too much myself, so I'm definitely interested in getting to know you. Um,
No, I know, definitely. Likewise. I just always tell people that in this space that I'm just a huge fan of NFTs, particularly to wax, right?
mm,
And I'm just having so much fun, right? And then it giving me so much and such a great community. I wanna be there, like however, whatever I can do my part. So
Absolutely, that's great. Before we get started, though, why don't you tell people who you are and what it is that you do?
well, I live in New York City and with my two kids and my wife, my family, and I'm originally from Japan, Tokushima to be exact.
Mm.
It's like a minor town though.
Where about in
In
Japan is
it's so Japan has like five islands, right?
that? Mhm.
And where Tokyo and Osaka is called Honshu, is that the biggest island that everybody see, like the main thing. So
Mhm.
I'm from this island called Shikoku. So it's across the ocean, across the sea from Osaka. Osaka is a port, and then
Mhm.
there's across from it. There's like a not tiny but good sized island, right? And then
Mhm.
and consists of four states. So it's called Shikoku. It means like four countries. So back in the days, it was like four different regions,
I
but
see.
now it's four still. It still is four different prefecture, right?
Mhm.
And one of them is called Tokushima, and I'm from there.
Mhm.
Um, I grew up there until I was 17 years old, and I I came to United States for exchange program, and I was in Iowa.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so I spent like a year in a high school in Iowa, and
Mm.
then I went college, continued it. So a total 4.5 years. And then everybody's like, "Oh my God, what a place! Like it's so crazy. Like I never been there. Like even in a country, this country, right? Because I pretty much spend most of my time on the coast, so
Mm.
it's hard. It's people can't believe there's a bunch of people, in the heartland and doing the thing, and you know, but I actually loved it because the fact is that I was a native speaker, so I
Mm.
have to force myself to be able to speak it in English, and it taught me a lot, and also kind of like secluded situation. Midwest is not like coastal states, right? So
Right.
intercoastal states. So it taught me a lot about like kind of like a real America. Like most of us drive, like 90 some percent of people in this country drives more than an hour to get to and back from work or school. That's average, and that and like once a week or twice a week you go to like Walmart or Target or like the huge shopping space, and just that's so it's like so American, right? Like a gallon of milk. So
Yeah.
it's coming from like the tiny town in Japan. It's like
Mm.
for me it was a great experience, and you know I had a fun. So
Yeah, your mind must have been blown, and
yeah,
that's a different type
for
of
sure.
America, right? Because there's you come to California and you'll experience a whole different type of America than you would
No,
in the
thousand
US.
percent, yeah.
And
I love Cali, by the way. I'm a fan of Cali too. I love it to be
have you
there
been
and
out here?
hang
You've been out
out.
here a few times?
Yeah, a lot for work and a lot for have fun, and as well. Yeah, it's just one thing I always say, California, especially in Los Angeles to be exact. It's so nice. Like in the February 3rd, and it was like 70 degrees, and then like you're eating lunch outside, and like holy crap. And in New York, I'll be freezing, you know, and then like trying to get home or trying to be inside of the place. So I, I'll be like too lazy if I live there. I
Uh-huh.
think it's too
Yeah,
nice, right? Because like I, it would
weather-wise,
it's so good. Yeah,
weather-wise,
and
weather-wise, we're spoiled, right? Food-wise,
yeah,
we're super spoiled here. So
exactly, so good.
it's really easy
No,
to
I
become lazy and fat.
not. I mean, you know, like this, the food. So food is so fresh too. Like if you eat fruits and vegetables, like California is really place to be because you know it you if you living in East Coast,
Mhm.
if you want to eat like strawberries and blueberry, it comes from California. Even like you know like oat milk and almond milk and all this stuff like a lot of food come from California. So it especially it's like you know produce. It traveled 3 days right to get to East Coast, so they have to cut it you know before they're like ready to eat
Right.
because they have to consider they got to travel 3 days. So
Mhm.
obviously like when I go to restaurants in Los Angeles or the West Coast, it tastes so much better because it's just fresh, right? So
That's interesting. I did I mean, yeah, I didn't know that really. I actually have never been to New York, so I wouldn't know.
you
I've
gotta
only
come.
yeah, I've only we talked a little bit about like my traveling experiences, but like yeah, I haven't really traveled outside of California a whole lot.
Yeah.
Statewide, I got to travel with this music company that I was with prior to what I'm doing now.
Oh,
And
it was like a concert thing or like the roadie or like a roadie company or something.
oh, that I did. It was
Yeah.
I worked for a company named Groove Gear. We made accessories for musicians. So like one of the big things that Groove Gear is known for is something called a fret wrap, which it sits on the neck of the guitar and it kind of it cleans up any
Oh,
overtones.
oh wow, that's dope.
Yeah, so like if there's like those extra vibrations that you don't want, this will clean that up, and it gives you like a kind of like a studio sound like anywhere you're at. It's pretty cool. It's
Oh wow, that's
yeah,
amazing.
it's never been done before. So this company, they Groove Gear, it's spelled GRUV Gear,
Mm-hmm.
GEAR, and they have a few products that have never been done before. One of them being a gig blade, which is a side carry guitar bag. It's pretty sweet stuff. So
Oh
yeah,
wow.
shout out to Groove Gear. Those guys are doing awesome things. But through them, I got to travel a lot. So visiting like
That's amazing.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it opened my eyes because prior to them, I didn't really travel a lot. So I got to go to like Indiana and visited Sweetwater, like their headquarters.
Oh yeah, I love Sweetwater. Yeah, good. So that's good. You're in the music space a little bit too, so you know, like a gear people,
Yeah, I know
Guitar
a little
Center,
bit.
like
Yeah, traveling and then just getting to meet the different like artist endorsers that were signed to Groove Gear was really
yeah.
awesome. So yeah, I
Oh wow,
through.
yeah, I bet.
Do
And then how? Go ahead.
you
What
wouldn't
is
by
it?
chance know somebody named Bubby? Would you, Bubby Lewis?
Maybe I don't think
Okay.
so though.
Oh, okay, okay. He loves Japan. He's currently over there in Japan, and he's a giant like bassist. He used to play for like
Oh
Snoop
wow.
Dogg and like all these other people. But yeah, I love Bubby. But that's great.
Yeah,
So
there's huge music scene in Japan too. It's funny though, like we'll call it Japan is like not weird, but they still sell CDs. That's
oh,
amazing to us, like as an industry, right? Because it's like
hmm,
who's doing that? Like
who's
yeah,
buying?
third worlds are not buying CDs. Why is Japan still buying CDs? Like
Hmm.
so,
When I went over there, I was surprised to see like how many retro video games they have and like just the
oh
different systems
yeah,
that they have. Like they have some really good retro stuff over there in Japan.
they keep their stuff pretty neat. I would
Yes.
say. I can't. I'm not a one of them, but yeah, Japanese people likes.
Very.
I think it all comes back to the whole circle thing where like NFTs very
Mm,
much of like collecting, you know, spirits where like Japanese people are really good at like they're like love sorting stuff out and then like keep it archived like that's their thing, right? Because like so funny how when you look at the DJs, like American DJs, that's pretty much what the DJ culture are made of. But then the thing is, they know how to play every genre of music, right?
Mm,
Most of
mm,
the DJ, especially like the ones in doing gigs and going everywhere, doing weddings, right? So they know what kind of music have to be played, what time, when, and then
mm,
depends on that curation skills, you get more work in this country. But in Japan, if you're a DJ, you're like, oh, you're the dub DJ, so you only know dub music, but
mm.
you know everything about like
Right,
what
right, right.
year, the manager, and like, so it's like a different kind of like a situation.
Hmm.
It's funny though. When did you go?
When did I go to Japan? I went in 2018, so 3 years ago.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No worries, no worries. Let's see here. So I'm going to read over the project that Yoshi is currently on right now. It hasn't dropped yet. The project hasn't gone live yet, but it's called Yoshi Drops. And the whole thing behind it is creating something that will reduce your carbon footprint on the world. So they're partnering with a company called carbonfund.org. Um, which is also a company that's helping reduce the carbon footprint on the world. One cool thing that I found out about Carbon Fund is that they have these like tiers where you can purchase these tiers, and I believe it was like the first tier. When you buy into the first tier, it'll reduce your carbon for like the year, and then there's some services that'll do it for like your lifetime. It's pretty cool. But welcome back, Yoshi.
hey, oh, you're talking about some interesting stuff without me. That's good.
No, yeah, no, we'll get to it for sure. I was just for anybody watching, just kind of going over what Yoshi Drops is and like your guys' goal with
Oh yeah, that's amazing. So why you wanted to go to Japan and how it came about? Like, cause it was like kind of like a big trip, right? Cause it's like
yeah,
plane ride for like 15 hours, like that's big. Like,
yeah, it was I'd say a really eye-opening trip for me because that was my first overseas trip, and I got to do it with my best friends who I've known since like the second grade. So it was a really really
so
big
good.
thing. Yeah, it was a really big thing for me. My girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, was there also, and
Great.
she traveled even less than I had. So this really really rocked her world, and we absolutely me and all of my friends, we love Pokemon. We love just Japanese culture. We were into like Japanese fashion and just all these different things. And so going there, it was just a dream come true for us. We were just like, wow, this is everything that we've like read in manga and stuff like that, you know. So
Yeah, that's so funny.
it was really
Yeah,
cool.
I'm glad you did that.
I went big on Pokemon, and I spent a lot of money over there, just picking up like exclusive stuff that is only available in Japan. We love exclusive,
Good.
rare stuff. So getting
Yeah.
lost in what is it, Akihabara? Akihabara?
Yeah, Akihabara, so good. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's fun.
I love.
Did
Yeah,
did you go outside? Did you go outside of Tokyo or you stayed
yes,
here?
we
Oh, okay.
actually we went in 2018 early April, so we're traveling south, following the cherry blossoms. So we stayed over there for 2 weeks.
Oh, so good. So you go
March.
to Kyoto and all that. Yeah,
Yes,
you
yeah,
went to Kyoto and all that. So yeah,
we
good. So
stayed
good.
we stayed like closer to like Mount Fuji, and like enjoyed like the hot springs. Um, what else?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Wow. You did a whole nine. Congratulations.
It
We
was
gotta go
great.
back though. Next time, come with me. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, with everything that's been happening, we can't wait to get back. And now that things are opening up again, we're looking to plan a trip. So my wife and I, we got married during the pandemic, so we still haven't had our honeymoon, and we're thinking
Wow.
we're gonna do a trip to Europe, just us two, and then our friends were like, we want to go to Japan again, and we didn't want to miss
Yeah.
that. So we're thinking of going to Japan ahead of them, and then making the first part of our Japan trip our honeymoon, and then meeting up with our friends towards the end, and then we're gonna have more
Oh
friends with
wow,
us this
great.
time. So it's gonna be, we're really looking
That's
forward to
awesome.
it. So yeah, I'll definitely hit you up.
Yeah, let me know ahead of time.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
meet you.
absolutely.
So good.
So what is it that you do, Yoshi? You're a musician,
Uh,
an engineer.
well, I did that before, but I'm with a label now. Not as a producer,
Mm-hmm.
but in the business side of it. But I've been with this label for a long time, so since maybe when I was 20, so
Oh
almost
wow,
20
okay.
years now. Yeah, but it's, one of those started as an intern type thing.
Mm, been working your
The
way up.
same, a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people have the same story, right? But in the
Mm,
music industry, like no one gets it easy. Let's say that,
mm,
everyone is like have like a history somehow or the other, right? Because it's even like if you do well or if you
mm,
don't do well, either way, like it's not a I think music business in general, it's not an easy or nice place.
mm,
um in the music side. If you're in the creative side also, like um a lot of these producers or a lot of these players, the musicians or people who play professionally, you
mm,
know they can play so good. They can play anything. Like a lot of these people, like they can play anything. They can play piano, drums, or
mm,
compose anything. And then but they the way they get, when way that they make their earning is like a one or two things, because you have to do a million things in order to get one things to work, right?
right.
So I mean, I think that's the same thing with a lot of different businesses, but music industry in general is like that, because it's like, just because you can play music, it doesn't apply that you will
Mm,
make money off of it. Or even if you love music, it doesn't mean that you're gonna make a living out of music, or vice
mm.
versa. And so I
Yeah.
think I think especially music business is like built by the people who's passionate about it, people who's like believing it,
Mm,
versus people are in with the business thing. So it's kind of like intertwined and in a like pretty complicated way.
mm,
So, but yeah, I my profession is in a music business. I've done like A&R, like artist repertoire, find talents to working with the businesses. And
mm,
but that type of stuff, like it's great for me, because give me a I'm able to provide for my family.
mm,
But um I mean, just as music industry is in general also needs innovation, and always is looking for new way to promote artists in the best way possible. and
mhm,
and that's why I'm very excited about this NFT space, especially um, proof of stake
mm.
space. So that's
Yeah,
all come back to like a Yoshi drops things, and how I'm
absolutely.
trying to promote this space, that type of thing. So
Why don't we just jump into Yoshi Drops and kind of talk about the project that you're on now? Is this in partnership with Uplift Art?
yes, well, this is the Uplift project, and
Gotcha.
this is came about from M Blue, who's
Mm,
founder of Uplift Art and the World, and Legend Art. Um, so this is his vision,
mm,
um, to well, not use my name, but like use me as the as a kind of like a anchor
mm,
between art and the music, and make musicians and creators. We're
mm,
trying to make um easier way to introduce the technology and the way the NFT works to the people who've been creating for a long time, and they need to be not educated, but they need to be introduced to the thing. But we want to make it easier and seamless for them.
Mm.
Because if you let's say you're the most amazing guitar player and you know how to record yourself and make an MP3 out of it, but you don't know how to make NFT or shammers or make it what platform or what is NFT, right? It's a
Right.
million of those people, right?
Yeah.
But they know how to send email in. So
Mhm. Ah, I
I was
see.
thinking, like, if you're one of those people reading my Yoshi drop thing and oh, all I gotta do is just pick the song or collaborate with Yoshi
Mhm.
or submit my music with the art, or I don't even have art, so then maybe just submit my music, and then it's just kind of like, for now it's a conversation starter
Mm.
for NFT space and the music and a create art space to communicate more.
Mm.
Just what I want to be one of the tiny reasons that they'll communicate more. So this way we will start the conversation, or because um, not only wax too, like it's all across the board, right? Right,
Mm.
like Ethereum and all that stuff. Like you
Great.
still need a wallet. You need to get a wallet, and then you gotta know what crypto is, and you gotta know how to get it, and then you gotta pay for it, and wherever the platform it
Mm.
is, and it's just a lot, you know.
Absolutely.
And especially people already making money off. Let's say you're a studio musician, you're a best drummer in a town, and anybody call you every day to record drums, and then you make six figures or whatever,
Mm.
and maybe thousand of those people, right? Every instrument. I want them to be like, hey, I want to like, hey, I just had a session with whoever, Bruno Mars or Cardi B, or we just had a session with those people, and I had a drum take, boom, boom, or something, and I just have this recording. I want to put out an NFT, like, you
Yeah.
know, I want these people to be like seamlessly do it, because all them have like a lot of followers and a lot of musicians who want to learn from these people, or the older people have more experience and the younger people learn from the older generations. Like music is like that too. So I want to open up a possibility for not only making the income for those people, but also open their world up more, right? Because before we only had a way to one size fit all type of business. Like you have to make one song and then push it to everyone,
Right.
because we only had a radio, right? And then now internet is a little better. Every musician wanna be or will be can showcase their talent. But now with NFT technology, not only for artists who's established, or trying to make it happen for themselves, but musicians themselves, right? Because if you're a really talented piano player,
Mm.
example, it wasn't ready for their way to become artists in a way. Not
Right.
that many people can do that, right? Say
Mm.
like 10,000 piano player out there, and only thousand of them uh, can make living out of what they do, and then maybe out of that 1%, 10 or 20 of them can become artists just as a
Mhm.
piano player, and then become known, or classical, whatever the case may be, right? But
Right.
the NFT and wax in general, they can, if we are service these people, if there's somebody there to service these people, that studio musicians making living of playing drums or keyboard, that
Mm.
10,000 people also have their stage or platform to showcase their talent or their passion, because they're not just doing it for money. Those
Mm.
people have a passion or what, because music is just
Right.
especially for creative people, like they gotta love it or they gotta
Mm.
know what they're doing, right? So it's
Mm.
more than just, hey, making money part is like, I have to make money, so I'm gonna do this work, but it's like I can do this much, right? So if
Still there? Oh, let's see.
yeah, you back?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay, good.
We lost.
So yeah, so you know, not shell of it all is I just want to more music people into come into the space and use the technology as well as start like a community also with art people,
Mm,
right? Because it's really changing the fine art community as well, or visual art community. NFT is like, and I'm really happy about that because like for the longest time, like you had to be dead to be known
mm,
painter, right? Because it's
right.
like only dead artists have a value of
Mm,
chance of becoming like really big painter or artist, and it was hard for living one to make, you know, any sort of like situation. But
mhm,
this way, you know, if you're serious about your work and then people believe it, not for everyone though, still is not, because you still have to have an audience, right?
mm. Yeah,
But
absolutely.
still serving way more and much more people, and
Mm,
open up opportunity for creator to showcase their talent or whatever they want to achieve better
mm,
way, right?
mm.
and you know, sorry for just keep talking, but
No, no, no. Go ahead. I love.
for those independent people, for those independent creators who's, you know, think that NFT and the technology will eventually kill the bigger
Mm,
label or bigger business, but it's also, it's, yes, that is a thoughts and a threats if you put it that way, but still is technology always helps the business and the labels
right.
serve better way
Mm.
to their talent, their artists, right?
That's great. Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
definitely.
it's a more positive than the risk.
Mm. And it's yeah, it's definitely bridging that gap for people that are interested in NFTs but haven't fully jumped in or fully don't understand the tech. This also it serves as a easy onboarding spot as well. So
Yeah. And then you know what I'm really impressed about, besides the crypto way of like transparency and security, but also I'm happy about younger people, kids or anyone can afford like art. And maybe like a
right.
silly cartoon pictures or flash, but
Mm,
sometimes it's really because the concept of art and trading is all there. So if you're like 10 years old or 20 even, like, and if you are able to buy art off the phone and then you own it, and that's like open up a society for people who only could do that when you're rich, right?
mm,
Because like
mm,
if you have a time and money to go to art gallery and spend that time and then think about what kind of $1 million art you want to buy today, it's only reserved for a
right.
handful of people,
Mm,
right? But this whole NFT space is allowing regular people like me, you and I, to jump in this world. Like it's the same space,
mm.
you know, it's the same collect art dealing space. It's great. It's great to have the opportunity to like deal in those, like, you know, those art community and then get involved,
Mm.
and I think that's really important.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's that's half of it too, because you guys on your guys' website it says that you guys are creating a new industry standard.
Yeah, I mean, in a bigger scale, I want to, you know, promote proof of stake
Mm,
NFTs, because that's the future. Like who wants to waste 5 refrigerator worth of energy while you
mm,
sell like digital cat, right?
right.
I mean, no, I don't think no one wants to do that if they
Mm,
can avoid it. So I think only because a lot of people's money and the investment attached to proof of work
mm,
NFTs, it's really hard to make a change. But you know, eventually, it just what makes sense gonna happen, right? So
mm,
I want to just be in a better position and promote, you know, promote like an environmental cause for future and promote, you know, proof of stake tokens while
mm,
I, you know, have fun with NFTs and, you know, trying to merge my world of passion, which is music still is today, and the community of exceptional people, like in a wax community. I love it. Like a lot of people are really fun to talk to, and they're really accepting and kind. So I want to like be there with them, with you guys, with you. So yeah, that's, I'm very excited about what's come.
No,
And also like right now we're just saying, hey, let's plant a tree, but
mm,
I'm really serious about this.
mm,
So maybe, if this takes off, we want to talk about how we can like really really do it in a way, like artificial photosynthesis and all the stuff, like any possible way that this Yoshi drops can do it or fund it. Like, we all should be thinking about this, right?
mm,
Because we want our kids to be able to breathe and don't want to be able to like afford a clean air,
mm.
right?
Yeah.
It's like it's a global problems.
And when we buy like the everyday um, consumer, when they go to Yoshi Drops and they buy some of the new like music NFTs, I'm assuming like a portion of that is going towards the carbon what is it, carbonfund.org company, and that's what's being planted. Is that how the
Yeah.
process works?
Yes, we're gonna put 50% of the entire revenue to the carbon offset, and maybe like how to reduce CO2, like a climate change
Right.
thing.
Mm,
Put it towards that, and the 25% is gonna go to uplift
mm,
the art and the Haitian roots, and then the rest of the 25 is gonna go to the creator.
mm,
So if my music and their art's on it, and then we're gonna split it in half, or if their music's on it, those creators can get 25% um, of that grand revenue that it comes into Yoshi Drops. But when you read the website, it shows you that when you submit the music, it will give you mid number one,
right.
right, for you to keep, and then 2 to 99, it's gonna be on sale,
Mm,
and it goes into the subscription models that we're gonna release. So we're gonna have 3 or 4 different level of subscription model, and then
wow.
once you hold those subscriptions, you'll automatically get the tracks that is those songs, that digital vinyl that it's signed to that month or that period. So
Hmm.
that's how we're planning to do. But I'm always like, open to opinion and how I can make my project better, because
Mm,
it's just infant stage.
right.
And this first release is on 27th of May, which is my birthday too.
Oh,
My
wow.
37th birthday. Yeah. Blue
Oh,
called it. He didn't even know that was my birthday. Well, he was like, "Hey, we're gonna do it on 27th of May." I'm like, "How did you know that was my birthday?"
that's
But
destiny, bro.
yeah, exactly. So,
It's meant to be.
I'm not a young guy now, 20, 30, going 40 close. But yeah,
Oh,
I want to do something for my kids in the future, and use my not talent, but what I can do the best, like do the
mm,
music stuff, and you know. And then also I'm putting out a lot of NFT sounds thing. If you go to the link in the Yoshi drop, so you can share the link maybe.
yeah.
I'm So original way I was thinking, trying to push the music is was have I have my tracks, and then 2 to 3 minutes, so then the
Mm,
artist can put the art on the music. But and then I was like, hey man, there's more people wanting the music that go with their art, right?
mm, mm,
So I started making like a short sound of like
yes.
a space, or like ambient sound type of thing that like NFT art will often use with the music or sound. So I start creating those. I'm cranking out right now. So
That's
if
the
anyone want
Dropbox,
it,
right?
yeah, drop in
Okay.
the Dropbox is I have some nature picture, and then I have NFT sound. Those are short
I see.
sounds that some art can go with, and if people want to use it, you're welcome. They're welcome to use it. It's free. You can download it however you want, and but
Sweet.
use it with the Yoshi drop submission, and create NFTs, and while you save the world, and that's good too. And always, if you have a way to donate, just donate to Uplift Donate
Mm,
for Haitian Root and what Blue is trying to do. I think he's amazing. Uplift
absolutely.
World, and behalf of Uplift World and Uplift Art, like, and then Legend Art. Yeah, I'm very very happy to be a part of it, and yeah, I want to do what I can.
That's great, man. I'm really excited for this. I can't get enough NFTs. I want as many as I can. Right? These, I mean, it's so much fun. I see here on your website something about Yoshi bucks and staking these music or digital vinyls that we'll purchase. We can stake them for Yoshi bucks, and in turn go buy more.
Yes. Listen, I'm not 100% there with the tokenomics myself,
Gotcha.
but it's being built by the best team that who did a lot of sites and a lot of token releases for Uplift, and
Hmm.
so they're really going in and doing their thing for me, and and for the cause. So I'm just um I'm just yeah, blown. It's blown. My mind is blown.
Absolutely.
I want to keep making music, and if people like it, and that's great. And if I can, be a little tiny part of doing any good for the community, and the
Hmm.
and the environmental cause, like, yeah,
Very,
great.
very cool. Yeah.
Let's do it.
And I see for the first, so like here you have the section here that's talking about how visual artists can participate. We're all going to be using your tracks to begin with, or your tracks are going to be what's offered first. Is that right?
Yes, or NFT sounds.
I see.
You can
That's right.
use those too, because those are shorter and then more sweet, kind of like if you already have art, kind of like you can slap it and it's kind of get it over with, kind of.
Yeah,
So yeah,
absolutely.
if you want to do something quick, you can do that, or if you want to have more meaningful, because I think a lot of for example, like Uplift World communities are like doing a flyover with their land or
Right.
space, and then put that video with my music and submit it, something like that. So you can do a lot in different things, right? And or like, so like, you can make it shorter. Some of them are really long too, so
Mm.
you can cut them shorter. You can download it, use however you want, and
Hmm.
I think people can do whatever you want to, but I think participating it also help them promote their art, especially if
Yeah.
they're believing in their art, and then you got good quality music or art. We,
Hmm.
we're going through all of them, so yeah,
Can
it's a good way to promote your art and the music.
I'm not an artist. I don't really do art, but I do enjoy being creative. So I don't create like series of artworks, but I have little bursts of creativity and that I just kind of have to get out sometimes.
Yeah, play the track.
No, no,
What?
bro. Oh, oh, so
So
okay.
funny.
Oh my gosh. So can someone like me participate in this?
Of course, anybody, man. I
Mm,
think Blue and I are planning to do like a bi-weekly or monthly the stream to go through music and then play it and stuff like that. And I won't I think I won't in the future people can like listen to what's being submitted and stuff, so
mm,
they can like like it or not like it. But I think this is for everybody, man. I want to
that's
create
great.
something that for everyone, that because the most important thing for me is to have people never done NFT do it right
Mm,
now,
mm,
right?
mm.
Because it's enough talent, and then enough talent to be shown here. You know,
Right.
it's not about get more numbers or anything. It's more
Mm,
of about, hey man, you know, if you love what you're doing creatively, why don't you showcase it here, right?
mm,
If it's art or music or video or however,
right. Mm.
it's a little space for you to do it, you know?
That's great. Yeah, I love that. The track that's listed here on your website, on the Yoshi Drops website, is that available via the Dropbox link?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's that called?
Well, which one? That which track? What
Yeah.
track that you show me?
Uh-huh.
Wait, the one. Where did you get the tracks from? First of all.
This track is just like a YouTube video, or it looks like a just a video that's posted to the website at the very bottom of the website. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on the hold on, I gotta find the name.
oh, okay, no worries.
Yeah, I'll text it to you later. You want an MP3 version of it?
Sure, why not? If it's something
All
that I
right,
can
yeah.
participate in with Yoshi Drops, maybe I will just do it.
No,
I
do it. No, 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 no. All right, I'll send it to you for sure. I want
okay,
I want let you to do it too for sure.
okay,
Wait,
cool.
you don't have
Yeah,
your collection, or you don't roll you don't do releases?
like music, I don't make any music.
No, like the art, like the NFT. You have your own NFT collections?
No, not yet. So I have one buddy of mine does graphic design and all that stuff, and I got to work with him through Groove Gear, and he's currently producing one for me. So I
Oh,
was,
good.
yeah, I'm looking to like the this YouTube channel is kind of for hobby. It's hobby for me, and it just kind of turned into a thing where I'm now just kind of I'm gonna ride this wave out as far as I can, and so I also want to do the best that I can while I'm doing this. And so I've hired my buddy to create just kind of like an intro for the YouTube channel, kind of like a logo mascot. And then I'm also looking to turn that into like the name of the channel is Jungle Token. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
creating kind of like my own little token. And yeah, so very soon I think it's almost done.
We should you and I should have a cartoon series.
Oh man, I would love that, dude. Yeah,
Let's do that. That's so funny. Let's
uh,
let's do shit like Raul and Yoshi versus Ethereum or something like that. You know,
I
we
love
we fight Ethereum.
uh-huh.
So good. And then but Ethereum always beat us up.
Until yeah, that's right. We gotta train up with
Yeah. It's so funny. That's
our
good.
wax money.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we're like a wax warrior, right? And then we got we have mission to fight Ethereum, right?
I love it. I love it. Partnering partnering with Crypto Finny and yeah. You follow that
Yeah,
project?
let's
Yeah.
do it. No, of course, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Jimmy D,
That's right. Cool.
he's so
So
good.
I'm super excited. What else do you have? What do you have to tell us about Yoshi Drops that we might not have covered?
Okay, so 27th of May is the alpha drop, which is to get you access to the main drop. So it's
Okay.
gonna be like, you know, ticket or like a VIP thing to the main drop. So once you get this 27th drop, you have nothing to worry about on the main drop, right? So that's what this this first one is about, and then the main one should be in late June or early July.
Gotcha. Is this going to be a
But
sale?
so yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be sale out of Atomic, but we're trying to figure out because the main thing in the July or June or July, it's gonna be fiat whole website, the
Hmm.
whole big thing. I
Hmm.
don't want to say like the big thing for myself, but like the whole, you know, clean old platform, cross chain, the whole nine.
That's great.
So
Yeah, so everyone can participate in it.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, but towards the main sale, I want to everyone to participate, and we're gonna do announcement where, you know, how many people are doing collab or some big names, or you know,
Hmm.
some how many people submitted, or what kind of NFT we're gonna be putting out or stuff
Mm.
like that. Because we're gonna put out the NFT that have a stats on it, like how many times they be playing and stuff like that, and it
Oh,
changes all the time. And so it would be great, you know. So
yeah,
people who's
very
in
cool.
participating in it, you know, if you done the artwork, you want to know how they're moving or where they go, you know,
Mm.
what kind of like play you're getting, right? So that you can be able to see. So we're working towards that, but obviously it's like a lot of work, and I'm just the one person. So the
Yeah.
blue and amazing team, or like the whole, I'm like total reliance. They're the one that like whipping that wand, right? The wizard wand
Yeah,
and making it happen. So yeah,
they're a powerhouse and a great partner to have. I see here on your website that the Uplift art has already raised in excess of $2 million. So partnering with them is a very good partner to have.
yeah,
I'm sure you guys are going to do a lot
yes.
of good together. So
You know I know there's like not a million people watching this, but Wax.io, the corporate should be like really happy that like
mm,
Blue and Uplift people are like participating and believing in the Wax ecosystem, because it's like, yeah, like listen, Tops and Street Fighter, yeah, they're big, they're great, they're amazing, millions, right?
mhm.
But it's like what is like without that core community, right? Core community of real Wax users, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so
Our
I just want
name,
to say that.
our Wax name is definitely getting out there. I have those same buddies that went to Japan with me. They're barely dipping their toes into the Wax ecosystem. They're really big on like flipping like hype beast stuff, kind of like Supreme stuff, and so they're part of these like groups, online groups that kind of give you heads up for things that are coming, so that you can prep and buy these things. And they're telling me that their groups are starting to push the uplift.world out and Wax a little bit more. So
So
they're
good.
the name's
Yeah.
getting out there. So the hype beast people are coming. But
So
yeah,
good.
very cool. And you
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah. Oh no, I wanted to say, you know, it's still like so early, man. This
mm,
space.
mm,
It's like 10,000 people, man. It's no people.
I don't understand how it's not bigger, and I actually brought it up to Corey, and I was just like, this is nuts. We have our planet, we have all these crazy things, we have the uplift,
It's
uh,
crazy.
and
It's
Corey
just
just,
it nobody knows, man. It's so crazy to me.
I don't get it. I don't understand, and I mentioned it to Corey, like, what the heck is going on? And he just basically told me like, shh, let it simmer, let it like grow your bags, just kind of.
You know the most mind-blowing things to me is this: every platform, the main ones like Uplift and Our Planet and the Alien World and all these people, like they're so scarable. It's like, you know, right now like 5,000 people playing it, right? But
Yeah.
if 5 million people can play too,
Mm,
then
right.
the whole economy pay to play thing works still.
Mm. Yeah, it's it's the future is gonna be wild, man. I'm telling you. Once everybody knows about this, it's gonna be nuts. Definitely excited for the future. What when it comes to the uplift, what are you doing in that space, like the uplift world?
Um, you know, I'm not an avid Minecraft player, so
Uh-huh.
as far as building it, I there's not much I can do. But I am hoping to bring the music industry into whole metaverse uplift,
Mm,
NFT space
mm,
and in wax space, right? So regard to that, I'm trying my best to bring, you know, music creator to collector to, you know, people in the business to artists.
mm,
Um, just starting too. So let's see what happens. But main thing, like I think the one of the biggest thing I really want to do in the uplift world is not to bring the most famous artists
mm,
in say, hey, use Uplift like a commercial, but
Sure.
actually bring in the people who's gonna really need it and appreciate it,
Mm,
you know? And that's like music memorabilia collectors,
mm,
right? Like the people who buy vinyls or buy all the posters and shirts and
mm,
collector at heart. Like those people, like I want them to know about wax and see it and use Uplift and be part of it.
mm,
And and that's important to me.
mm,
Really, really important. Because without those people, there's no use case, right? Because music industry is we have a business because there's a people in the other end buying it, right? So it's kind of the same thing. Like if you don't have a people collecting like you in the other end, like it doesn't matter how clever the smart contract is or
mm.
white paper said how great it is, right?
Right.
Because people have to build it and people gotta use it. And right now it's ready to have people.
Mm,
Like Waxy ecosystem and Uplift the world in specific, they ready to have people in.
yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, thousands of people need to come in and tens of thousands need to know about it, right?
Mm.
So yeah.
Beautiful. That's awesome. So we're already going on an hour. That's time kind of flew by.
Yeah,
I've
no, we
been,
gotta keep going, right? We can do that another thing, right? We
that's
should
right.
do a broadcast from Japan.
Yeah, dude, I'm up for that. Shoot. um, it might still be super early to even discuss this, but is there any plans for these NFTs to work with our planet?
Oh, I listen. If you ask me, I'm like stake the whole shit up.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
love
Uplift
bonds
Art's
and
doing
I
it.
love what they do. Like, no, I know, yeah. So it's I'm sure it's not hard to do,
Mm,
but let's see, cause let's see how it turns out because I obviously have to we obviously have to talk to artists how they want to do their thing.
mm,
Right now, it's kind of like, hey, it's use my music and do it, but I really want this to grow into the new platform for artist showcase, right?
yeah.
If you're a visual artist or you're a singer or rapper, it doesn't matter.
Mm,
You have YouTube, you have Spotify, and then you have Uplift Yoshi Drop.
mm,
I wanted to bring it to there.
mm,
So
great.
yeah, let's see. Our
Cool.
planet, though, I love our planet. So
Yes.
if people need to know that I know how I feel about our planet, love
Beautiful, beautiful.
it.
My last question for you, Yoshi. For anybody who wants to get involved now with Yoshi Drops, what's the next step for them? What can they do now to get involved?
um
Or
it'll helps us a lot if you guys can keep talking about it,
mm,
retweet or tweet about it or start the conversation, even like an opinion.
mm,
Say if you're like, hey, you suck, then you should say it, right? Because I rather want anyone to say something about it.
mm,
Because in the music industry, we always say there's no bad publicity. I shouldn't be saying it, maybe, but it's people more people talk about it, and the conversation is better.
great.
Submit the music. A lot of people hit me up, DM. A lot of people DM me too. Great, I love it.
Mm,
Anything for wax, man. I got anything from M Blue and Corey Uplift. Like I'm all there. I'm there for that shit. So just hit me up. DM me, Telegram. I'm not consider myself very public, but my information is just out there, right?
mm,
Just YK Sanjos, just my username. Just you can find me anywhere. Kind of like,
great.
hit me up. Like if you want to do something, like I want to do it too, right?
Mm, great.
So
Yeah, absolutely. Sweet man. I'm looking forward to finding out the name of that track and submitting
great. Let's
my
do
own
it.
little piece. And I'm gonna be following along. Yeah, just on the website also towards what is this? Yeah, maybe towards the bottom here. There's a little section where you can enter your email so you can follow along and get all the updates regarding this. But
Yeah.
otherwise, it is going to be on the 27th where the next event for Yoshi Drops is. On
Thank you.
yes, alrighty. Well, that's all I got, and thank you for joining me. It's been a real
All right,
pleasure.
perfect. All right, so let's talk off stream next time, right?
Yes,
Oh, not
sir.
me off. Yeah, off live next time. All right, perfect.
Cool. Alrighty,
Okay.
I'm gonna, if you just hang out for a quick second, I'm gonna end the broadcast, and then
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Cool. Later, you guys.